What's going on, guys? Black Scout Survival, and today we're going to be looking at the Tops Knives OnPoint tactical knife. This knife was designed by Kevin Reeve, and if you don't know who Kevin Reeve is, I'm sure a lot of you guys do. He is the founder of OnPoint Tactical. He is really a visionary and pioneer in the urban escape and evasion, urban survival stuff. I mean, I'm a former student of his. I took one of his classes before. Very, very smart man. And he designed this knife with Tops knives, like I said. And his design, you can look at this knife, and there's a few key points of this knife. He is a firm believer in a smaller knife. You know, he says that precision cutting and stuff like that, carving, is crucial in a survival scenario, and he says that a smaller knife will facilitate that a lot better. This has a 4-inch blade, 8.38 inches overall length. It's 1095 carbon steel, has a black traction coating, and has micarta handles, and a lanyard hole and a finger choil up here, and you have a few pieces of jimping here. Now, his design, you notice the curvature, the orientation of the blade goes down from wherever you hold it, so the blade goes down. He told me, I talked to him pretty in depth about this knife a few years back, and he told me that one of his friends had multiple sclerosis, I believe it was, and the way his spoons and forks were shaped to help him eat was you know, kind of shaped in this type manner. And he said that, you know, he picked up and felt it, and he thought it would make a very good knife design. So that's why that blade goes down. And I've always been a fan of knives like that. There's a lot of people that make knives with the blade curvature down. But the other thing is that you have a very defined point here, and it is a flat grind, and flat grind goes through wood very well. I'm a big fan of flat grind. Now, you do sacrifice some strength versus like something like a saber grind, but something else that he told me when I met with him a few years ago is that he was talking about using this knife as a fighting knife, and how the style that he was talking about is to have the knife kind of like this right here, so it's kind of a linear from your arm. And he was demonstrating that for me, and he said that's one of the reasons why this has this back swoop, so it holds into your hand kind of like that. So I thought that was pretty unique as well. But you know, I like this knife just because it does feel good. It feels good in the hand, and having that blade down, I think it's a pretty good design as far as that. And it does have another key feature. Inside the handle, you can store survival gear. So let's go ahead and go take a look at that real quick, and we'll come back. So these screws, unlike a lot of other screws on the Tops knives, are flathead, so you can access using a coin, a washer, a flathead screwdriver, or whatever to get inside the handles. And the handles open up, and there's space to store various survival gear. And in here I have a compass, a small compass like we sell in our store. I have one of the Wazoo survival tender tabs, so you can use with the rod there. I have fishing line and a few hooks and sinkers in here. So, you know, looking at this, you have a cutting tool, have fire, navigation, and food procurement, just within this small handle here. So I do like that design. I like having that as a backup. It's not like the old Rambo knives back in the day. So it gives you some options, and I kind of dig that concept. Looking at the sheath, what we have here is a Kydex sheath, and knife clicks in very well, and it's a taco style sheath, meaning that the Kydex is folded like a taco, hence the name. It has a multi-directional clip, so you could wear it you know, appendix carry if you want here. You could wear it scout carry by flipping it around if you'd like, and wear it scout carry as well. So you can do a lot of different things with it. You can attach it to gear as well if you'd like. In the front here, you have a rod with 2 bars of magnesium and 1 ferrocerium rod, and it's encased in this cap here, and attached as a Tops knives whistle. But it slides down in there very well. I mean, I probably wouldn't keep the whistle on it just because of the noise it makes, but it does slide down in there very well. And I'm sure if you wanted just a ferrocerium rod, that will work as well. The only problem with that is that I don't believe this will strike because of the coating. It will not. So you know, there's nothing else on here to strike it. So you'd have to use the blade or grind down a piece of the spine to strike the rod if you need to make a fire. But I guess my life was on the line. I wouldn't mind using my blade if that's the only way I can make a fire. So anyhow, guys, that is the OnPoint tactical knife. I dig it. I think it's a good knife that you can always have in your person, you know, throw it in your EDC bag. And like I said, I got a lot of respect for Kevin Reeve. He knows his stuff, and I really dig it. I did see Kevin on a video, I guess maybe a year or two ago. He made a complete self bow out of like pretty much just using this knife. So, you know, even though it's small, it can do a lot of different things. So now, guys, if you're interested in this knife, check it out at Tops Knives. If you have not subscribed to our channel, please do that, because we put out a few new videos every week. And as always, thanks for watching.